Well, guys, welcome to this Tech Talk. It's our first Tech Talk in 2025. So welcome to this one. And the next slide, it has something about Exo Mindset. Most of the people are here are from Exo Mindset, but well, for the guys that are not from here, Exo Mindset is a 5-year-old software company serving clients around the world. And our primary focus here is, or this year, these days, is AI agents. That is why we have decided to run this talk and to spread the word and to keep you in the loop with what is going on in this field. So we have our two speakers for today, Yuri Furtado and Francisca Furey. Hi, Lucrecia. Lulu. Okay. Maybe you can, there we go. Our first speaker is Yuri Furtado, Yuri from Brazil. And well, Yuri is specialized in Microsoft 365 or 365, and with over 12 years of experience. He also has founded a startup with some hands-on experience and also some experience in AI. And he has a deep understanding of technical knowledge, actually. And then we have Furey from Colombia. And he's a data scientist, a machine learning engineer at ExoMindset case. He has been awarded by NASA, and he specializes in AI agents. So we're going to start with Yuri. Yuri, if you want to say something else about you, you are free to. And by the way, guys, if you have any questions while the guys are presenting, just type it down in the chat box or raise your hand and ask yourself. This is like a workshop, so you are free to chime in whenever you want to. And when we finish, we're going to do a short survey, and that will be all.
Thank you, Renny. Thank you, everybody. It's a great pleasure to be here. I love to be in places like that, discussing technology and talking about the future, but of course not the future, because yeah, AI is right here. We are seeing things happening very, very fast. So the technology itself bring us to the places when always we saw before in Hollywood and movies and everything else. When ChatGPT was launched, everyone said, hey, is the Skynet already? So AI will change the world, will change everything we do. But yeah, changing to the good places, not so bad places like we saw in the movies before. And yeah, I bring to you guys today most of my knowledge. I have the opportunity to study AI a few years ago, not now specifically, but in 2015, I tried to create my own model using some Azure, some Microsoft technologies. I had a startup at the time. The name was Chaosoft, to bring something about chaos. And I was trying to create an assistant. The name was Alfred at that time. And was very, very expensive, so we could not moving forward. But I learned a lot of backgrounds about AI models, LLMs, generative AI, artificial neural network. So when AI finally comes up, and I mean today, I had a lot of backgrounds, a lot of knowledge to share, and how the things are going right now, and how agents can change the way we see the things and the way we are working right now. So those ones who understand this right now will leverage AI to go next step in the career. So every time we see changes like that, we have people who decide to not looking for. We have people who are a little resistant, and we have people who understand the potential and start to embrace it and going forward. And that's what we're doing here right now. We are transforming things. And I hope in the end of that tech talk, everyone understand the capabilities we have using agents I'm going to discuss with you basically Copilot agents is my specialization, but my friend Fran will talk about the other agents we have, the other possibilities we have as soon as I finish here. So basically, I'm going to discuss with you guys what is Copilot AI agents. Then I'm going to explain a little bit the difference about Copilot agents and the traditional automation, because most of us did a lot of traditional automations for long times. I'm going to explain the types of Copilot agents we have right now. Just to clarify some things, show real use cases, and I'm going to discuss a little bit about human plus AI collaboration. Okay. So what's our Copilot agents? Basic Copilot agents is the place we can use a foundational model and understand foundational model like Copilots. And behind Copilots, we have GPT-4 right now. And an agent is basically the possibility we have to create a specific thing, and I'm going to use the word thing here, to help us connect with AI, but puts our experience inside it. So think about, we have that kind of the thing of Copilots, and I need to make Copilot to work specifically for me, to doing something very personal. So we have the idea to create an agent for that. And in that image, I have a kind of way to show you guys how this is working right now. So basically, Copilot is the UI to the AI for us. And the possibility to connect in the organization and make everything work using that feature for us. And what is the main difference of an agent and traditional automation? For a long time, we had the possibility to create robotic behaviors. It's not something hard to do. Most of you guys are from the technology environment, so you know how to create that kind of thing. It's just a bunch of decisions, and the software is going to run through this and make the things you pre-made it to do for you. But when we're talking about an agent, we talk something very, very smart. So it's not correct to say is able to think for you, but he can do some research before answer you things. So basically, the first feature we have here is the natural language understanding. So I love this. You don't need to talk specifically with your agents in a specific way to have your answers. I think most of you guys had a bad experience with Alexa, for example. It's awful for me, at least. Every time I try to, if I don't know, if I did not pronounce the name of the music I want correctly and what I'm looking for, he is going to try to send me things random, and I need to stop, Alexa, stop. I don't want to hear any music anymore. So when we use NLP, or natural language understanding, or natural language processing, we can even write wrong using an agent. He is going to understand and try to capture exactly what you're looking for at the time and give you best answers. And this popcorn us directly to context and learning. So basically, an agent can learn with you. So as soon as you're programming your first agent and you start to use it, he's going to learn the things is going to learn the things you are asking for, you are talking to, and every usage is going to be more and more smart. And this is going very, very smart as the time is passing, going by, because models are receiving more and more features. For example, GPT-4o right now is behind Copilot, just received the new memory feature. So he's going to be able to see everything you talked before and give you best context right now. And one of the best things we have in agents we don't have in traditional automation is the actions and integrations. So it's not just create a text or create something for you. It's the ability to run an action and integrate with your own systems. So we have a bunch of systems in the companies, and when I'm talking about copilots, it's very important for me to say for you guys, the most of the people we are talking here is the company use cases. I'm sure for personal use, we have other possibilities and other models we can use, but Copilot, the focus is B2B, so business in this case. So integrate with other systems is very, very important to make this a good product. And we have this in Copilots. And the last thing is important to create the difference here is the adaptability. So an agent can change the way it works to make sure he will fit in the things you need from him. So those 4 things are a kind of pilot to make sure for us we are talking about agents and we are talking about something very smart and not something who just learn your orders and try to do something for you, like the automations, as I mentioned before. So in short term, I know I talk a lot, but Copilot agents are AI copilots, not autopilots. So they bring flexible intelligence to tasks for us instead of just a rigid automation we can programming before. And in Copilot specifically, we have 2 types of copilots. One is declarative agents, we used to say, and the second one is custom engine agents. And what is the main difference between them is basically Microsoft decides to empower people to do the things. Because it will not work for us if we have a great solution in AI, but we can't use only people who know how to code, only people who know Pythons and that kind of thing we use. So democratize that kind of solution is very important for us. And declarative agents is basically, okay, I can create my agents just putting some declarations. What I want my agent to do for me. It's basically how you can create your agents. And I'm trying to make it sure to show you guys how to do that right now here. So basically, you can use some instructions and make sure your agents will understand everything you need for you. And of course, we have custom engine agents because, of course, in case we need to create better integrations and we need to programming things and do some integrations with complex systems like SAP and yeah, you guys know much better than me, but we have that possibility to creating a custom engine agents to make sure this will work. So basically we have those 2. I'm going to show you guys only the declarative agents here because that's what we are doing here in the Tech Talk is creates a demystify the solution itself and show how we can do that without specific knowledge. And everyone can have your own agent right now. Just to show a table here and explain the difference between them. But declarative agents, low codes and pre-built functionalities, we can do that using Copilot Studio. We can do that using the own Copilots. We can build this very simple. You guys, you see, we can create an agent in 5 minutes. And we can automate some process and integrate with some Microsoft 365 solutions like the Teams to have your own bots. And in the engine, you have more complex possibilities, create some orchestrators, add another LLMs. And yeah, if you want to explore this before, if you want to explore that kind of solution in the end of our Tech Talk, I'm totally open to discuss things with you. Just let me know. And yeah, in terms of presentation, that's what I have to show to you guys. Now I'm going to move to the other screen. And I have here basically the way we can access a Copilot. I have a demo account and I can access here. You see the screen itself is basically the same we have for other models. If I access ChatGPT or Claude, here you see the same thing. But the main difference here is I have that Copilot license set and we have the possibility to create an agent right here. So basically, I'm going here and create an agent. And here you're going to start asking me, okay, what do you want for your agents? And it's not about software development, but I want you guys keep your minds open because this is going to be the thing you need to make sure you solve your problems in the day is coming by. So start to think, what can I do who I can delegate to AI right now? Because in the recent past, we have the idea to create apps for everything. App for it, app for solve an issue, app for mobile app, power apps, apps and apps. So now we don't have these anymore. Maybe most of the things you are doing right now, we can change to start to create agents. So I'm going to give you guys an example for me, myself, as a personal thing. I have that way to control my bills in my home. And for a long time, I use Excel, but now I have an agent for it. And I'm going to basically apply what I did before in my personal way right here, but just to show you guys how to do that. So, okay, my agents, and I'm going to tell him, let me move that microphone here a little bit. So your name will be Yuri, financial coach. He just changed the name. I'm going to send to you my earnings and my bills, and I need you to calculate it and tell me the health of my financial. I need you to tell me if I'm spending more than earning, and how can I fix this? Avoid high risks investments. Okay. I think this is enough. Of course, you can go into refine this a lot of times, but yeah, I have this here. I did some instructions, and as I mentioned to you guys, it's just instructions. So financial coach, and my declarations become instructions right here. So calculate access the user, inform users to spending more money, provide advice, etc. Okay, so I can create it. Soon it's finished to create, I'll be able to talk to him. And you're going to ask, okay, but it's not the same thing to talk to the chat, open ChatGPT and do that kind of thing, ask, send your bills, blah, 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 everything. No, it's not the same because the agent itself is going to learn with you. So now I have Yuri financial codes. So I can send him, okay, I earned 5,000 today. And the name is Mario because my account is Mario, okay? Don't, it's not a mistake here. It's just a demo account. So what the bill was hundreds. Was 1,000 foods. He starts to send me in Portuguese, but I need to answer me in English. You always can do that. Take a look. I'm sent how much I have, 5,000, and my expenses was more than 5,000. So he just starts to quoting me. So it's look like an expense higher than earnings, blah, 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 and start to tell me how can I do to fix this. What is the big thing here? This is going to be saved here. So if I close this and go to Copilot, back to work, blah, 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 next month, I can go here, he start again, and I can send the earnings again, the bills again. He's going to grab the past and say, hey, seems you improve it now. Your finance is going to be healthier. And you can control everything like you did in the spreadsheet before. So stop to use Excel. Of course, you don't need to stop to use Excel, but start to think, how can I delegate the things to the agents right now? Because yeah, it's not the future, it's the present. So basically this is I'm going to show to you guys. I'm not take much of your time, but yeah, I'm totally open to discuss. If you want to more curious, want to learn more about this, I'll be completely free to give you guys transfer more knowledge, because I love to discuss those things. That's it. So I'm going to call my friend Fran.
Okay. I don't know if anyone has any questions. Sorry, Yuri. Anyone has any questions for Yuri or something you want to add?
Yuri, can you be my my co-pilot coach?
Absolutely.
I'm just
Absolutely.
joking. I have to learn a lot. Thank you. It's so impressive.
Well, if you don't have any questions, I encourage you guys to send in the chat box an emoji. So to express how you're feeling so far, how it's been doing this so far. So there we go. Thank you, Lou, for be the first one. While we wait for Yuri, for Fran to start with his presentation and getting ready. Nice. You're very creative.
Okay, thanks, Vane. Can you see my screen?
Yes.
Nice. How much time we have? Like a half hour? Okay, start it and have it into account. Nice. Now I will make a little introduction about how AI agents are changing our way of working and our way to behave. If you could imagine at some time before, we have this minimal viable product, or not so famous but useful minimal viable test, where we want to make something quick and cheap and easy to try to see if we have a good idea to solve a problem. And I want to compare this a couple of months ago, or even a year ago, with now. So sometime before, to make an MVP or MVP, you must be like really creative and have something of money, because why? You need to have you need to hire a developer if you want to do at least a landing page, or even use Wix or WordPress to make something not so useful or really in a blog, because you cannot change it too much. And you must dedicate some time, days, weeks, maybe a couple of months. What's happening now? We can do MVTs and MVPs really good in hours, in minutes, and we will do one right now. So yeah, that's for it in the presentation. I will share with you guys in the chat. And let me see if I can access the chat now. But I don't think so. I cannot see the chat. Okay. Sorry about that. Here.
Yes, it's down.
Here, sorry. Yeah, I will share with you this document. So what I will be sharing now, it's a product with an agent working. And many of you always want, and as me, always want to get ideas. So I want to show from where I take ideas, and three mainly places after LinkedIn, of course. So one is always going to Y Combinator companies to see the new things that are happening in all this environment, and not also only that, but also to try to create something from this idea. Because if someone is investing in, and you can hear in the batch, go to the last one, to this year batch or to the before, if someone is investing to this kind of ideas, and you will see a lot of AI, because now everything has AI, and even better if you have AI with crypto, wow, you are gold. No, just kidding. Well, those are great ideas. So I'm sharing with you the Y Combinator company. So always nice to see it sometimes and see what's happening in the top accelerator to try to make something similar. Why not? Of course. Also, another page that I use a lot is Product Hunt, as many of you might know. This page ranks the best apps and web application of the day. So it's really cool to see, hey, what's happening now, what's in really hot, a hot topic. Also, again, really cool. You can come here and see what's happening and try to make something similar for a different market, from Argentina, for Latam, for Brazil. That's totally cool. And another one, there is an AI for that. So this, I was using it a lot sometime before. Try to search things to make it with AI. I was like really obsessed with, hey, I'm doing this in this manual way. How can I use AI? Someone might be thinking this before. So I was always coming here and trying to find things. Okay, those are the 3 things where I take ideas. Now I will show you with you what I did in 2 minutes with 1 prompt and put it live. This, what you are seeing here, AI Entrepreneur Oasis.lovable.app. It's an open web app you can access. This I made it with 1 prompt, and we will do it again. So what's this? It's a page of AI courses for AI courses for entrepreneurs. And here you have a chatbot with an agent. Hello, I'm your AI course assistant, blah, blah, blah. Hey, I want to learn the hot topics of AI. What you recommend? So I throw you a prompt, and he will be thinking for a couple of seconds. And hey, learning about hot AI topics, blah, blah, blah. Here are some of the hottest topics: generative AI, AI ethics and governance, blah, blah, blah. From where this response came by? From an agent that I did in NON. For those that don't know what is NON, it's similar to Zapier, where you can do kind of flows. And now all these flow tools are connecting AI agents and stuff like that to make it really powerful. There are a lot of them. I am sharing you just one of those. So that question that we just asked provide a response from this little agent that we will be building right now. So if we go to executions, we will see, hey, just a couple of seconds ago, we get a response, a question, and we provide a response to this little thread. So that's basically what I did in seconds, in minutes, and we will do it again. So here we have an agent, and let me explain you the agent while we do it. We are using a lot of this to make MVPs and test things quickly and interact with the client and get inside values and information from making this really iteratable and quick in minutes and days. And we have a lot of templates of agents, because basically when you create an agent, you can download a JSON where you can store a lot of templates to then use it for different markets, specifications, and all that stuff. Okay, so let's start with the agent. I will go again, leave without saving. And here I am in NON. You can, again, come here and make an account. And even you can make a lot of accounts, because they don't ask you for verify your email. So I do a lot of that. It's a Latam trick, let's call it. You can host also NON locally. Here, if you go to Docs, you see self-host. I always have here as a local host with Docker. It's a little technical, but not so much, nothing crazy. I always host it locally, try it in my own, and then I go and push it into production or live. Okay, so here we are. Let's create a workflow. And as we see, we want to create an agent. So first step, we want an AI agent. Here we have an AI agent. It's being queried when it receives a chat message received. Yeah, of course. And we need to provide a chat model memory to store all the information, and tools that the agent can kind of interact and get information and powerful information from that. So for a chat model, we can use a lot of models, Anthropic, Azure, AWS, Bedrock, a lot of that. We will use the OpenAI. Why? Because if I did a recent new account, and NON provides you a couple of credits, so you can even try it in your own with your own credits, without providing an API or things like that. They give you free credits here. So here we are. We have a model. Don't panic with that red button. It always happens. Then we will see there it is. Then we want to provide the agent with memory. We want him to store the information or conversation at least, or a couple of previous chat. If we hit memory, we will see a lot of options. We can connect it with a MongoDB account and collection, with Postgres, and we can, if not, we can use a simple memory. It's a memory that basically stores the last 5 conversations that you have with the agent or things like that. You can make 20, 10, 20, whatever. In some point, it will hit the length, the maximum length of the LLM model. So you need to be careful about that. 8, 5, 10, it's a common number to use here. We save it there, and in tools, you can hear, and this is the clear, and I don't know how to call it, where it goes all really complex and can be really good. So here you can add multiple tools. For now, we will use just one tool, Serve API. This is a tool that I have open here, Serve API, Google Search API. So it helps you to make calls to Google and to get relevant and new information. So here we are, Serve API. It will ask you for a credential. I have one here. If you come here, you sign in, they give you a free credential where you can get 100 credits free each month. So amazing. You don't need until now to use money at all to create an agent. Here we have Serve API. And if you see, we can still add new tools and make it as complex as we want, but of course we always want to keep it simple. Why make things simple complex? No, we want to keep it as simple as possible. But just for show you, we can add an HTTP request. What's basically that? You can make API queries. So if you have already a product with APIs, and we do a lot of this from Exo with clients, we can put your API into live, connected with an agent, and your agent has knowledge of all your APIs and can query those, and already you have a chatbot with all the knowledge of your APIs, able to talk with customers, with your own employees, and things like that. So really cool. We will not create an API, a connection with an API, just for you to know. And here, and this, I love to make things complex here when they need to be complex, of course. But what you can query, it's another agent. So you can have an agent that is basically the boss agent. And then you can have the employees of your boss agent. So you can create this agent, and here you call another workflow tool that will be another agent. So then you can make the agents talk by themselves. But that's out of this talk, just for you to know. And as final tool that I want to show you, you can query, you can query MCP client tools. That's something, if you don't know what is MCP, we will not stop right now, but search about it. It's really cool what is all about MCPs. You have like ton of videos about what is that, and really cool to learn. I'm using it a lot. But another thing, you can query vector stores. So if you have a vector store in Mongo, in Postgres, Pinecone, all that, or just a normal DB like Mongo. If I have a collection in Mongo and I want to call different databases there and things like that, I can make that connection and make the agent knowledge of my database. But for now, we will use just SERP API. Yeah. Here, we now want the agent to be connected when we chat, here, when we chat, but also, as we might know, we want to create a landing page to make our MVP in a couple of minutes. So we want to create, we hide the chat, we plus here, and we call a webhook. Here we have our webhook, and we connect it with our friend here. And so the webhook also can query the AI agent. If I open the webhook, and all of this I need to put information, and we will put in right now, we see we have a test URL and a production URL. Where the webhook and where I need to call it from the landing page. Here I have a HTTP method. Don't be scared if you don't know this, if you are not technical. It's really simple. You need to change it to a post because we need to transfer information. And for now, we will not have an authentication, but if you kind of use this, you need to put some basic, at least, authentication. Really simple. You can put like a basic out, like a hidden secret token that you have. Fran is the best, something like that. Exomindsen is the best, something like that, that you will only know by yourself. Here in the response, we don't want to make it a response immediately because we want to use a response to the webhook node. So basically, we call a webhook, and instead of responding really quick to that call, we want another webhook here that will wait the response to webhook to that. So respond with a first incoming item. Yeah, looks great for me. So basically, I call here, I query the AI agent, and we go to a response to webhook. We have already the webhook set, and here we have two things, the test URL or the production URL, right? Where we can change between those to test and to launch into production. The agent, it will have a prompt, and here we add an option, and we have a system message. So for example, I create, and I need to open, 1 second. I need to open my old agent. Yeah, here we are, my little friend. I put like a little prompt here for my agent that we copy and paste, saying something like, hey, you are the AI Power Course Assistant at Francisco Furey AI Course for Entrepreneurs. So basically for my page that we will be creating in a second. Your role is to help users discover the most suitable AI course, blah, 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 whatever you want to put in the agent. And this is a lot of try and test how it's the response and how you like it about that. So we have a system message, that's cool. And now what else? We have set the simple model. Okay, looks good to me. Let's start with the landing page. So here in the bottom of the document that I just shared, I have the prompt that I used to create this page. I did it again with one prompt. Then we can keep talking with those LLMs that we will be sharing right now and improve our landing page that, as you see, okay, it's normal, but I will like, of course, to have more features and be more impressive, or have at least a picture, the founder, things like that. So I did this prompt. You can copy and use it by your own. So create a more elegant AI-focused landing page, the landing page features, the hero section, the course overview, hey, AI for e-commerce. And if you go to my page, here is AI integration for e-commerce, leveraging AI for customer support, blah, 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 blah. And then it says, hey, it will have a chatbot section. And the chatbot section will work with a webhook communication with NON. And the user input is sent via post method with a JSON format data to the webhook URL. And here we basically, what we do is we come to the agent that we just defined. We open the the test URL, we copy this one, and we paste it here. So here I paste the web URL, and I copy that. And now we will not make one page, we will make 4 pages. Why? Because there are a lot of tools like this one. We have V0 that is from Vercel, that is a company from Argentine entrepreneur, really cool. Then we have Bolt from the US. We have Lovable from some European dudes. And we have Replit. This is the main that I use. I really like Replit because have a ton of different tools to use. Database connection, backend, frontend, Stripe connection, so you can make an web app already even to collect money. So what we do, copy, paste prompt, make this web app, copy, paste prompts, copy, paste prompt. So we are hitting 4, and of course, we don't want to do this. I'm just sharing this with you. We always want to focus with one, but we have a lot of tools that they have this freemium. Okay, one just died. It has this freemium pricing part where we can test and see, hey, which is the one that I most like it. What happened with this one? And okay, I'm hitting almost the time. If we need to stop, just stop me, Vane, but we are almost there. So yeah, they are all thinking. And while I will let the LLMs in those pages think, I really like always to know about I love to know about people using AI beside ChatGPT and an LLM. So I always ask to the people, and maybe I already asked you, what do you use besides ChatGPT? Because there are a lot of tools. We don't need to make a new tool. We can use one to test it. So if you're just using ChatGPT, at least you should take a look at Lindy AI. If you are a salesperson, if you are a product person, give it a look. They are amazing to make your own agents to make phone calls. They can make phone calls for you. They can respond your emails. And also Goomloop is one that I also really like. Give it a try. They are awesome. They have free resources where you can learn about a lot about those and help you with your work. Okay, so V0 is already giving us a first interaction, and yeah, it finished. So what we have? Hey, oh, it looks actually pretty similar to the one here, no? Yeah. Well, we define
Pretty much the
color.
same.
Yeah, we define the colors, we define the text, so they are similar. But yeah, really similar. So, okay, here, let's try if we already, it's calling, and I will put it where we have, here we have my agent, Tuki, and I will send a hey, and here, because I'm using if we hit again webhook, I'm using the test URL, I need to test workflow. What happened? Please resolve outstanding issues before you activate. Okay, we have an issue. I need to define something here. I think so. Let's see, maybe. Okay, let's see if, yeah, I need to define something there that we actually will define from the webhook. So the first time will fail. So let me see if we can make this in a different way. Something like put this here, and we put this here. Yeah, nice. We have our preview. We will say, hey, and here is waiting for a call. So, hey, take a look. He received the message here. Hey, okay, I received a message. I failed. Why you fail? Let's find out. And this is cool to see it in without this. So let's open it. So now we have here in the left part all the information from the webhook. And I don't want the help me. I want to pass it the message here. Take a look. Body message. There it is. Nice. And also, if I remember good, to the simple memory, we need to make the same. Well, let's define a number for now and make this again. Exit full screen. Yeah. One more time. Test workflow. Hey. Take a look. It's already, take a look. Impressive. In one prompt, fixing two things, we make a chatbot work in our own landing page. Hello, how can I assist you today? Are you looking for information about AI courses? And if we go to response to webhook, and let me full screen now, here we see the output of the agent. So that's all from me, guys. I hope you like this quick introduction to how to make a landing page in one prompt. Then you can still improve your landing page, prompting more things here. What do you want to help? And then in all these places, you can deploy it. So you can deploy it live and share it with potential customers and see what they are. In EXO, we are trying to use all these tools to validate MVPs and MVTs quickly with clients, and then jump on in creating the actual product. Okay, thanks everyone, and I will stop right now.
Okay, I don't know if anyone has any questions, something to add. There is a comment from Jason in the chat box, Fran, that says, FYI, recently Lovable also added integration with Stripe payments.
Oh yeah, yeah, of course, all these tools are like adding things and all that stuff. I didn't have time, but I was wanting to show you a page that I built in a couple of hours in the weekend that I connect a database, a Stripe payment, and all that stuff, and I make something really great in just a couple of hours. And my wife also, she was always doing his own applications with Wix, and they were really blocked. And I show Replit, and now she's making ton of apps for their entrepreneur path.
Okay. But you need some expert if you need to make it scalable, right?
Yeah, of course, this can be like a simple and then go really complex. And there is where we provide value from EXO. We want to be in all the steps there and help you in all those steps. So we jump from creating an MVP in months to make it in weeks, and then scale all that application when you start to get gain a lot of users and you need to have more complex stuff.
Sorry, guys, a question. If you need to generate this agent in a business environment where you have security policies like a cloud organization or something like that, what platform do you use for that? Copilot?
Yeah, something I mentioned before is when we are talking about business environments, that's the main thing Copilots and Microsoft bring to us is the capability to create your agents in a place secure, compliant, and with the thing we call responsible AI. So Microsoft has a pilot who says everything is in your tenants, will be in your tenants. Your data is not going to be used to train it, nothing. Everything you put here will stay here. Copilots only go to the internet to bring things to inside the tenants, not to send anything to anybody. So in my opinion, as a Microsoft expert, I can say Copilots for business things is the best, of course. You always can use those tools front show us is amazing, of course. But yeah, planning some governance and understand how your data is going to flow, understand the whole company is really, really important to make a good implementation. And of course, you need someone to help you. And yeah, that's why Exo Mindset exists, for example, to help you guys do that in the correct way, not just trying to implement by yourself.
Great, Yuri. Thank you.
Okay, I don't know if there is any other question.
Yeah.
Andy?
Yes. Hi, guys. Thank you, Fran. Thank you, Yuri, for the presentation. So I have two questions. The first is what is the pricing for the last services? I can see maybe if the pricing is for hours to use, or maybe for subscription for month. And the second question is, what is the difference with MCP protocol? So I saw the in tools section, you can use MCP client maybe. So what is the difference with these client protocols?
Okay, about client protocols, I'm unable to say anything. I think Fran will be able to answer that better. But in terms of pricing, I can say about Copilot specifically, we have two ways of build it. One of is you can just buy the license, and I think the price today is about $30 per user in the company. And if you're going to use Copilot chats, and you can have your agents in Copilot chats too, Microsoft has something they call message pack. So you need to buy message packs, and every answer you do in Copilot chats will use a message for your pack you bought before. And depending of the answer, if the answer is complex, he's going to use 3 messages, 4 messages. So it's basically the same every other services use. It's basically credits. So we need to buy credits and use it. And I don't know the other tools, but yeah, I think basically all of them use the same way to build.
Yeah, and if I can respond the MCP question, Andres, well, it's even difficult to me to tell what is an MCP, but it's kind of an API for LLMs. So you have like a database or some even an API you can put between an LLM and the API's endpoints, an MCP server. So the MCP server provides in a clear way how the LLM needs to interact with that application. So yeah, I'm new with this also because it's a new term from February. It's the first white paper. By kind of, I share in the chat like the one of many Hugging Face of MCPs where you can find a lot of those and even test it and give it a try. I use several of those to work. And Franco asked in the chat if it's get complex to switch between NON to Creo AI or LangGraph. So NON and Creo AI are similar. They are kind of similar things where you can create agent even with no code or low code, because you can do it with code also. It is complex a little bit, maybe. Yeah, you need to I think you cannot download the JSON from NON and paste it to Creo AI, if that's your whole point. You cannot do that. But yeah, you can try to make the same thing. And then LangGraph, it's already more complex. You need to, but you can make it really personalized for your thing. So in a lot of things and business models, we first maybe use NON for validate some MVT or MVP, and then when we want to go deeper and complex, we switch to LangGraph, to LangChain, and all those different tools. Hope I respond your question.
Great, thank you, Fran.
Okay. I don't know if there are any other questions. There are some comments in the chat box. Guys, I dropped there in the chat box a link. Before leaving, if you can take a few seconds and to complete that survey, it helps us to get better for the next Tech Talks. Thank you very much. So if there are no more questions, nope. Again, thank you very much for joining us, and we'll see you in the next Tech Talk.